Hello, everyone. Welcome to My Elevated Lifestyle. I am your host, Amy Griffith, and today this is going to be a very different episode from the content that usually happens here. Normally, we're talking business, social media, making an online income, mindset, personal growth and development, habits, routines, all of just the things that bring me so much joy. This also brings a tremendous amount of joy, so we are dedicating a whole episode to me, essentially, to wedding season, to bride era. And I know that there's so many of you out there who are maybe also entering this era. Maybe you're getting engaged soon or talking about it. Maybe you're a fiance right now and you're like, I don't even know what to do, where to start, what's going on. Or maybe you are just a loyal part of my community and you guys have been around. Maybe you're on my team, maybe you're in my company, and you guys are just on the journey and here for the ride and here for the little girly chat. So this is going to be, all things bride era. And I just want to give you guys, I don't know, this like a little bit, this isn't going to be like a whole guide of my wedding whatsoever. It's 1 month out to my wedding right now. So our wedding day is July 8th. And I just want to talk about it. I just want to talk about what I'm excited for, some of our plans, give you guys much information as I can. I'll give you a lot more specific details in terms of like where the event is, where we're staying, what we're doing, like the whole rundown. I'm going to do that all on Instagram. I'm going to link as much as I can for you guys on terms of like, outfits, places that we're going, just everything, so that if you love the style of my wedding, that you can take that and take those ideas and do something similar for yourself if you do wish. Because we don't gatekeep here. I haven't even been to the venue. Like, this is the thing. This is just how I am, and this is going to be a common theme throughout this whole entire chat, is that for myself, I'm a very like down to earth, like easygoing, chill gal when it comes to things like this, like big life things. I really am just laid back and chill and go with the flow with it. And I'm just so grateful that we have really decided to do this wedding in a way that is so true to us. And I'm seeing now as I'm going through the process of how much like pressure there is to do all of the things for your wedding, to buy all these extra things, to design it, even when people are just asking me questions, which are very like normal questions to ask someone who's about to get married, like, are you doing this and the flowers and the decor? What kind are you doing for this? What dresses are you wearing for this? Are you having this ceremony and reception? And who's the MC? And I'm just like that stresses me the F out. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? It just... And I understand huge, grand weddings as well. In so many places and cultures, that is like what you do, and those are the best time as well. Like, those are the best weddings to attend. They're so fun. There's so much in that as well. It's just not me. It's not something that I would ever want for myself and just for my marriage. Like, I'm really coming into this wedding season with the lens of, and so is Alex, and we've chatted about this. It's like, we'd be so fine without a wedding. I never thought I was going to have a wedding. I never envisioned it for myself. I am not the girl that had like the little Pinterest board or the vision board, when I was younger, of what my dress would look like and what color are my flowers and where's it going to be and what, is my wedding going to look like? No, I've had no dreams, no desires around that. So being at this point where I have opened up in another way of getting so excited about my wedding and stepping into this era of just being like allowing myself to genuinely just be so excited and recognize how important it is to celebrate love and how important it is to celebrate partnership like this, where I used to have such, not like a negative view on marriage, but I mostly saw divorce, like I mostly saw marriages not working out, or these huge, grand, expensive weddings that people would complain about afterwards, or like, complaining about how much the ring costs. Like I don't know why. Maybe it was just the movies or the adults that I was around and hearing and talking about it was just never like, no one spoke very positively about it. So I don't blame myself for not having a positive view on it. I didn't know it was a positive thing. I didn't see that part of it. So it's just really interesting. And I don't know, maybe you guys can relate with that. You can message me on Instagram if you're like, girl, same. Like, I'm struggling with the mindset around a wedding and like it's freaking me out. So that used to be my mindset, and now I think just with age, like I'm turning 29 this year. I'm obviously getting married. I'm stepping into this new era in my life and my season. I think it has to do with just my personal growth, because I also do believe that people can age and not grow all of the time. Like, we will see that with people all of the time, and I'm just grateful that I'm aging and growing, and I feel like I'm realizing that the whole point and purpose of life is togetherness, being with the people that we love, and that love deserves to be celebrated, especially when it is a decision as big as picking your life partner and the person that you are doing it all together with. And I've just, I don't know, just on my own journey within my growth of like opening my mind to that and leaning into that and not being scared anymore of that, because it used to be a really scary thing, like independent woman, all those things, which I still am, and I'm grateful for my independence and I will always have that. But I'm definitely like, I want to be a unit. I want to be codependent. I want to work together. I want us to grow together and build a home and build a real life and just be an actual team. And just like, anyway, I'm going on and on about it, but my mindset has shifted towards it so much. And for me, it's less about the wedding and more about the marriage. I care about our, you know, our future together, what happens after the wedding. Of course, I want it to be, you know, such a special day. It will be, no matter what. If we were doing it right in this living room, it would be the most special day. Like, I'm not worried about that. It's the afterwards, and it's everything that, all the seeds that we're planting right now together and growing our future together and taking care of each other and just continuing to grow as individuals while also growing our partnership and our marriage is just the most important thing to me. So something I love that I have been doing in this process is just really keeping the main thing, and not getting steered in all these directions and pressures that come in front of me. And even I was filling out my photography questionnaire the other day, and I'm just like laughing at how many things I just didn't fill out, because she obviously, as she's going to be a phenomenal photographer and I can't wait, there's so many details to traditional weddings. And obviously every wedding's different. Some are very grand and big, some are a lot smaller, but she asked a lot of questions about all the particular things so that she can make sure that obviously she gets the shots and she's organized and she's ready for the day. And I didn't give her much. I was like, girl, I don't even know what time I'm going to start getting ready at. Like, it's here and you can just like take pictures of literally whatever you want. Like, get one good photo of Alex and I together and I will be so happy, and that's it. You know, it was like, I don't have this huge schedule. Well, that's actually a lie. Anyone who's coming to my wedding is gonna be like, that's a lie. I'll get into this with you guys, but it's go with the flow, like the actual day. Like, do I start? Okay. So let me just walk you through what the day is going to look like for us. We are going to be waking up at whatever time, but we rented out a salon that's nearby the venue and like where we're all going to be staying for the party. So rented out a salon where the guys and girls, so we're all going to go together. And this is also the thing, you're going to notice some traditional aspects to my wedding and a lot that are very much so not traditional. You guys don't even know what the traditions are. When people ask me about certain things, I literally was like, what do you mean? Like, what is that? What do you mean by that? They're like, what? I'm like, I don't know what that is. Like, the whole throw in the bouquet, I know what that is. Or there's the guy version of it where the guy, like, with his teeth takes off, what's it called? The gardener? Is that what it's called? Off the bride's leg in front of everyone. People are telling me about that. I'm like, that absolutely won't be happening. Like, if it gives me the ick, I won't be doing that. That's basically like, if my gut feeling's like, I love that initially, I'm like, let's do it. But if it's like, I literally hate that, we won't be doing it, you know? And again, there's no right or no wrong. This is just my take on everything. So that's how there was no decision fatigue. Everything that's going on in my wedding is just very like big yes or a big no. Anyway, so the guys and girls were all going to be together in the morning. Maybe that's another thing, is like brides and grooms don't really see each other on the day of the wedding, which I won't be doing because I just don't want to do that. I'm like, let's hang out all morning. So we are going to go to a salon. Guys are going to get a little trim or whatever guys do, little haircut, little zhuzh, a little brush to the eyebrows, and then the girls are gonna get their hair done. So we can get a blowout, we can do our hair, someone's gonna do my hair, and I literally just sent, I've never been to this salon before. I asked, I called, I sent a photo of what I want, they said sounds great, and that's it. There's no trial, there's no, I don't know. I don't exactly know what it's gonna look like, but that is just how we are doing things. It's gonna look great, like, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. And so we're all gonna go in, do that for a few hours in the morning, so fun, all together. And then we're gonna come back to where we're all getting ready, and then we're all gonna get ready. That's when my photographer comes in as well, so I'll be doing my own makeup, and all the girls will just be getting ready. The guys will be getting ready together. And then I do think I am gonna do like a first look before I walk down the aisle with Alex. I think that's just fun, it's intimate, it's cute, it's just us. I really like those moments and those ideas. So we'll probably do that, and like the photographer's here. That is one thing about my wedding that I knew I really wanted was a photographer. I'm investing in a great photographer because that is just, it's how you capture it, it's how you keep it, and I definitely want to have and keep all those memories. For a videographer was the other thing that I was considering, and everyone was like, you literally need to get one, but I don't know. I was like, I just don't feel like we really need it. I'm gonna bring this Canon and I'm going to vlog it myself and kind of have a different style of a vlog, the wedding, day in the life, wedding day version. But I'm also gonna hand the camera around to guests who are there. I'm gonna ask people to give us, you know, their messages, their wishes, any advice that they have for the new married couple, like just fun things like that, and just kind of get everybody's take. I'll kind of set it up throughout the day just on this little tripod and let it film what it's gonna film, and like just let people kind of run around with it and film through their eyes too. I think will be really fun. So it's kind of like that Polaroid idea where people will take a photo there that can go in the guest book, but it's just gonna be the video style. So we'll see how that goes. But I was like, I don't know. I have a great camera and I'm just gonna let it go crazy, and then we'll have the beautiful photos, which is great. So yeah, photographer I invested in, venue, which you guys will see. I'll talk more about that kind of around the time of the wedding and a lot after, so you guys can check it out. And then catering. So food is of course like, that's really important. I want people well fed. I want healthy things. I want delicious things. And yeah, our guests, like how many guests are coming? There's 45 people coming. So it's tiny. It's so tiny. And that's also exactly what, I keep saying what I wanted. It's also what Alex wanted, but this is my chat. So I'm just going to be, it's like all about me right now. But obviously we're both doing this together, and that's been great. So we're very aligned in exactly how we wanted to do this and just present it, and we're both very, very laid back like that. So it's been pretty easy planning for us because of the way our personalities work with things like this. So yeah, just families, and then we each have a party of 4. So 4 girls, he has 4 guys, and then we both have like 3 couples, just from, you know, important parts of our lives, so university, of course, work friends that we're close to. But yeah, it's small. Like I think on my side I have like 18 people, so it was very, very, I mean, for all weddings, of course, it's like handpicking, very careful. I didn't want it to be a huge rager, a huge party, or also asking, you know, all these people to come to this. I don't know, it just wasn't sitting well with me. I was like, I'm just gonna keep it so small, and that also takes a lot of the stress off me and the eyes off me and the chaos. It's like, I know going into my wedding week, I'm gonna call it, because we are going somewhere for a whole week, and guests are gonna be coming there. Some for the whole entire week, some for just the nights. Like, it'll kind of depend, and everyone's kind of doing their own trip and their own thing for it, which is perfect. But I have a bit of an itinerary of things we're doing throughout the week that anyone can come in and join. So I feel like I'll get a really nice amount of quality time with every single guest that is there. Like, no, there's not going to be one person there that it's a quick, hi, how are you? I haven't seen you forever. Okay, like, talk to you later, and then never see them after that. I hope there's, you know, enough time and it's small enough that I will actually get to sit and hang out and like properly, truly catch up, celebrate, and enjoy each other's company, which was also really, really important to me because, again, that's kind of the whole point. Like the whole point for me, I have no decor. I have no, everyone's like, what's your decor? I'm like, the venue. And the venue is literally an Airbnb, you guys. You're gonna see, you'll love it, but it's small. It's like a beach house. It's on the water. It's gorgeous. It's in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, it's just a simple beach house. And my only decor are candles that'll be in the middle of the table. So we'll see how that looks. We just went to HomeSense and got little candles. We'll put them in the middle of the table for dinner, but like no other decor than that. It's just like nature. And it's just gonna be really, really simple and nice because I just couldn't justify. Even like you can get decor that's so cheap and so simple. I just couldn't justify buying it and having that and taking it all the way there. I just don't want to do that. So we're gonna be very, very simple with it. We're gonna order a cake probably the week of, like right before getting into the place. I'll probably just call a place and ask for a yummy vanilla, like white cake from somewhere. Like it's chill. Bouquet as well. I do want to hold a bouquet. I did invest in the dress. Also, that's another thing. This is bouncing everywhere because we're going off the fly. I'm just really unpacking wedding week for you guys right now, okay? I hope you don't mind. I hope we're all following. But I did invest in a dress. That was definitely something that, actually that was gift from, I believe, my mom and my grandma. Or one of them. I think it was both of them. But that was really, really kind. But that is definitely something that I knew I wanted a nice fit. Right? Nice fit. Alex also has a really nice fit. But my dress is pretty, yeah, it's pretty full on. So that's going to be a moment. That is the decor. What am I saying? I do have decor. I am literally the decor of my wedding. That's for sure. I'm going to stand out in that way. But it's a really beautiful dress, which again, I can't really talk about too much. But you guys will see it, obviously. I'm going to be slamming it all over social media. You'll see. But yeah, the dress process was also really funny to do. Because again, it's just like such a foreign, weird thing to me. This is just not something that I'm around. This is not something I've never done the wedding dress shopping with anyone else before. I've been to 2 weddings, I think. Probably more when I was like super small where you don't even know what you're at. You think you're at a birthday party, right? But my cousin's wedding and Joshua Tree, that was so beautiful. And my old dance company owner's wedding in Vegas, which I was like 13 at the time. But that was like the best time ever. Loved those. So what am I saying? I have been to weddings, but not many, okay? Not many. So we went wedding dress shopping. I went with one of my bridesmaids, Lauren, my maid of honor, Saria, and then my mom, because she just so happened to be in Vancouver that day for one day before I went off on a trip because my mom was coming to watch the babies, watch the pets. So I was like, this is probably going to be our only time where like us 3 are going to be in the same place. Kind of makes sense to go wedding dress shopping. This was back in the fall. And I was like, it's my first time wedding dress shopping. It's no big deal. I'm not going to, find anything today. I'm just going to look and just kind of see what I like. See if the style that I've kind of had in my head is going to look good. Like no expectations, right? And we get there and it was really fun. The girls are obviously great. Like it's great to go with your biggest cheerleaders because they just pick everything out for you and they're like, yep, boom, here you go. Put this on your body. This is going to look great. And yeah, so that was really, really fun. I also felt great. This is a tip when you go wedding dress shopping. Make sure you're feeling good that day. Like I would recommend doing your hair. I didn't have any makeup on, but I was freshly spray tanned. It makes a difference, you guys. When you go clothing shopping and you just are having like an ugly day, where you're just like, no matter what I wear today, like it's just an ugly day, okay? I feel like it would have been a different experience if I was kind of in my vibes that way, but because I was literally jumping on a plane to go on the trip the next morning, I was trip ready. Fresh spray tan, my hair's freshly blown out. I'm all natural. I'm feeling good. I'm shaved, like everything's ready to go. And I really think that helped because I was in my vibes. I can't go clothes shopping, let alone wedding dress shopping when I'm not feeling hot. So that's a big tip, is to just do a little something for yourself before you shop, because even though it is just like some try-ons and stuff, you want to feel like a princess. You do want to feel like a princess when you're putting on such beautiful dresses. So I tried on a few, and same thing, I'm very decisive. Like I'd put some on right away and be like, hate this. Others I'd put on right away and be like, love this. But when you put on the right dress, you're like, I love this. I did not cry. That's a big question from people too, is like, did you cry when you tried on, you know, the dress and knew it was it? I did not cry, but it was the only one that I wanted to try on again. So I put it on. I was probably like the most boring. Now when I think back to it, it was probably really, really boring to be one of the girls. They'd probably say different, but I was just very like particular. I'm like coming out and I wasn't like, oh my gosh. I was just like, okay, is this comfy? Can I walk? Can I turn around? How's the train? How's this going on? Like I was very like, let's just be so practical right now and figure out what we like. Like I was just on a bit of a mission. And then I tried on the dress and I was like, I love this. It was the one that fit the worst. So it was big on me. So when I would turn around and they have like the clips that clip you up to just tighten it, make it look how it's gonna look on you, I still couldn't see where like the bum area. I was like, I'm not really seeing the vision here. Like it didn't look good, but it's just because it was just not the right size. So the back just wasn't really working out for me. But the front, I was like, the front of this dress is really, really good. Just the front though. And I was like, hey, we'll see. So took it off, tried on some other ones. Other ones were really beautiful and some fit like a glove. I could have just taken them right off with me and been like, this is my dress, I'm good to go, off we go. But they were really uncomfortable. They were really itchy. Some were just too heavy, too warm. It's a summer wedding. I was like, I just don't want to be uncomfortable, even if I look like an absolute goddess right now. Like I just can't with being uncomfortable. So took those off and I was like, I need to try that one on again. I put it on again. And even though I couldn't really see the vision of the back, I trusted it. I knew what it was going to look like when it fit. I'm like, this is going to be perfect. So it wasn't perfect in that moment, but I knew it was going to be. And I just got it a few weeks ago, so it took a while to get it in. And it fits. I mean, I'm like squeezing into it. So it's really, I'm locked in there, which is great. But yeah, she's gorgeous. You guys are going to love it. You're going to love it. I can't say too much more about that, but before I like give everything away, but you get the gist. That was my wedding dress shopping experience. So that was it. One store, I think I tried on 5-ish, 5 or 6 dresses and just picked the one I liked the most. It was the best price as well. I was shocked. It was not the most expensive. Usually, you know, you gravitate to most expensive. It's like, of course, it's so beautiful. It's $1 million. This one was the cheapest. And I even tried to find other dresses around the same price point, and it just kept beating every other dress online out of the park. And I was like, huh, fascinating. It's much cheaper, but we love that. Great problem to have. So that was the dress situation. Anyway, back to the wedding day. We got our hair done. We're getting ready. Then, so I do have a schedule like this. Like it's not just all easy breezy. There are some things like this. And then the ceremony is going to be around 1. I created some playlists on my Spotify for everything. So I have like a morning, like kind of during getting ready time into the time the ceremony starts. Just like love songs. There's oldies, like classics on it. It's just going to set a really nice, chill, fun, uplifting vibe around the space. And then we are... yeah, and then we're doing the ceremony, so however that's going to go, we'll see how it's going to go. I don't really know yet, but it's going to be a vibe. My brother is officiating the wedding for us, so it's just going to be so fun. Like, it's just going to be chill. It's literally just going to be the people that have been in my life for a long time, who really know me, who really know Alex, and vice versa. Like, it's just a bunch of different countries all coming together. There's people from so many different areas of our lives, and he is Canadian, Australian. We lived in the States for a while. Like, there's just a lot of places that will be coming together. So it's just going to be just so fun. Such a good vibe. And then we're going to do that. And then it goes straight into like cocktail hour, photos, enjoying the time. And I am going to wear another dress later in the night. I think after dinner. I mean, honestly, I'm just going to see how I'm going to see how I feel on the day. I might change into my like evening dress earlier. I ideally want to stay in my wedding dress for a while because, hello, it's the dress of the moment, you know? So I'll probably stay in that for as long as I can, and then just for like the after party and stuff, I'll switch into a really chill after party dress, which is not a new dress. The only new dress I bought is the wedding dress, and then one other white dress that's kind of like a backup. When I'm wearing white, especially like this, I'm not going to wear this again until like my bachelorette party, because I will stain it, I will ruin it, I will ruin it. But we're changing our mindset around that because I literally ruin every single white thing, but we need to switch that around because that can't be happening when I'm in so much white this summer. So we're not going to ruin it, but it is smart to have backups. I have learned when you're speaking on stage for things, you bring a backup outfit for stage, okay? We should actually have a whole chat on like tips for stage for people who are like speaking or even, I don't know, like presenting and stuff like that. But there's a whole thing of just smart ideas I've collected along the way. And one of them is have a backup badass outfit for stage, because oh my goodness, if something goes wrong with that outfit and it's all you have and it needs to be particular and it needs to look fresh, and you'll have a meltdown. So that's something I've learned that I'm always grateful to have just for my sanity. Even if nothing happens and the initial outfit is fine, it always is. It just brings such a calm into your life. So same with wedding. Backup white dress, backup white things, backup in general just clears that mental load of panic that you're going to be having about all sorts of other things probably. So yeah, that's what our day looks like. Another fun fact that might be interesting to talk about is I am going to be a sober bride at my wedding. So yeah, this is interesting. Basically at the start, I mean, maybe it's interesting to you, maybe it's not, but also if you guys hear farting, I know you hear snoring. I know you hear snoring. Basil's right underneath the camera right now, and he is passing gas right now. Bulldogs, I can't. I mean, I can because he's my baby and I have to, but if you're just like hearing things, please know it's him. Please know that it's him, but hopefully you don't hear anything. Anyway, where were we? What were we just talking about? Oh yeah, being a sober bride at my wedding. So at the start of 2026, I decided that this year I was going to do no alcohol for the year. And I think this is just kind of going hand in hand with aging and growing and developing as a person. I loved social drinks, loved a spicy marg, loved a glass of wine, loved like a cheeky little drink, absolutely. I also loved a night out, and I could be the one out and dancing and going in like late nights, obviously not as much as I've grown into my 20s, but before, absolutely. I mean, like I love being social, and that was like really my social time. Love dancing, all of those things, love a good party. Great at it. Great party girl. And yeah, just lately over the past, I'd say like 2-ish years, I've migrated away. I would take more time off or do like a summer without alcohol, a certain period of time without alcohol, a trip. No, I'm not going to drink on this one. I would do that periodically and kind of go back and have my drinks and whatnot. And for whatever reason this year, I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a whole year without it and just see how I feel. Like I like to do little experiments like that for myself that I know are for my greatest good and might feel a little challenging at times. And it's funny chatting with people about it. I mean, now we're halfway through the year. So it's been 6 months without any alcoholic drinks at all. And yeah, at first people are like, wow, like that's incredible. You know, how are you going to do that? How is that going to be when you have so many things going on? And 2026 has been a very celebratory year for me, which, you know, going to Maui, my first Maui trip, from earning the top 1% promotion in my company, huge celebratory trip. And like the main thing you do on your first one or when you get there is have a Mai Tai, you know, and like celebrate in that way. So a lot of things and celebrations that are just kind of connected to alcohol. A wedding, hello, champagne towers, all those things. People are like, are you not going to drink for your wedding? Like they almost cannot believe it. They think I'm kidding. And I'm like, no, like I'm really, really not. We're going to supply a lot. I'm going to be spending a whole bunch of money on alcohol, and there will be a champagne tower. I'd love to create that. I bought all the little glasses for it, and it's going to be flowing. There's going to be cocktails. It's going to be flowing. But I just have hit this point where It doesn't serve me anymore personally. When I consume alcohol, it gives me a headache nearly immediately or the next day. Like 1000%, I'm very sensitive to hangovers now, where it really doesn't take much. So it kind of just defeats the purpose for me now. I don't like, I can't afford, on terms of like my time and energy, to feel that way for a whole day, and it usually lasts longer, of just feeling foggy. You know, not being hungover, but it just leaves me feeling cloudy in the mind. Energy's not where it could be. I just feel like I'm not in my full potential, and I can't be. Like, my body just becomes so much more lethargic for like days after a night out having drinks. So it just wasn't really connecting with my vibe anymore of what I wanted. And another thing that I chat a lot about with my friends, and kind of when we get into this conversation, is celebrating these huge moments, a wedding being obviously one of the biggest ones of your life. I want to be so aware and so conscious. Like, alcohol makes me feel unconscious. It takes away my power of my control of myself. Yes, it might amp up my social battery. It might help me last longer, being out and about and dancing, more energy, and just like more fun, in quotes. Like, it can feel like it's just a lot more fun. I know that I'm a lot of fun when I'm not consuming alcohol. I'm like, I actually don't need that to be fun. And if I need that alcohol for my social battery, which I also don't, like, I know I can be social, but if you feel like you do, like, that's something to work on. You can become very, very social without needing to rely on a vice or a reason or a substance to help you talk to people and make friends and put yourself out there. That's something that you can work on and become really, really good at, or realize that you actually are really great at it. You've just felt like you had to depend on this thing to do it. So yeah, these moments in my life, I want to remember. I want to feel amazing for it. Again, we're there for a week. We're going to be traveling. We're going to be socializing. It's going to be relaxing, but also busy in a social sense. And that quality time, that valuable quality time with the people I love the most, like, I don't want to miss a second of that. I don't want to feel sick for a second of that. I don't want to have anxiety the morning after my wedding. Like, I want to feel so good in my body, so clear-minded, and like I really soaked up and got the most out of my wedding. And obviously, I'm not saying like that's the way to do it. I don't think I've met anyone who had, besides my mother, who had no drinks on her wedding day. It's like, it's such a personal thing. And of course, like, if that's what you're doing and having the drinks and that's flowing and that works for you, that's amazing. This is just my own personal, like, experiment, like I said, for myself. So that's why I'm doing it, and I'm excited to watch everyone else have their drinks. Like, it doesn't affect me at all. I'm still going out and doing things, and with Alex, and he'll have a beer, and I have my little Coke Zero with like a lemon wedge or something. I'll load up on like my wellness beverages, some iced tea, some sparkling water, Coke Zeros for sure. Like, I'm gonna just load up on that good stuff and just feel hydrated and refreshed and amazing the whole entire time. Like, get up at a good hour the next morning. Like, I get excited now, where I used to get excited about partying and getting drunk and having that kind of fun time. I get the same excitement now, but for feeling good. Like, I don't know if you guys know what I mean. If any of you have done like where you've drank before and now you're in a season of no drinking, you'll know what I mean. It's like, I get this new sort of high and excitement around, oh my gosh, I can't wait, like the morning after my wedding. I'll get up before everybody else, and maybe I'll do a face mask and eye masks, and I'll look cute that morning, and just like maybe go for a little dip in the water, like enjoy, feel good, make myself a little breakfast, like help everybody else get their electrolytes and their glow drinks and everything. I'll just hand it around like a waitress in the morning. Like, I can't wait to be 100 the whole entire time, and that's truly how I felt so far this year with removing it, going on all the trips that I've been going on. I went to Maui, I went to Vegas, no alcohol, I went to Australia. And what I've also noticed is that when you do this long enough, those around you usually kind of catch on as well, and usually opt out of the drink, or it's just not, it's just not what you're all doing when you're not all doing it, you know? So it's just been interesting, and like all those moments, not one moment have I been like, damn, I could have really used like a cocktail for that moment. The mocktails are hitting. Those are hitting. It's very rare that I like a mocktail if they have syrups and all that stuff in it. It just isn't the same. I don't like that, but I like a refresher, one that's actually like fresh and good ingredients, then it hits. It's so good. So it does the same for me. Like, I really realized alcohol for me is like, it's just the glass. I just want a pretty glass with a stem. I've realized this about myself. I don't actually need the alcohol. I need a pretty glass with a stem and garnish on top that looks gorgeous. It's part of my outfit. It's not even a social, it's a part of my outfit. So as long as I have a cute glass and a pretty looking liquid in it with some sparkles and sprinkles on it, then I'm good. It literally does the same thing that an alcoholic beverage does for me. It's just an accessory. It's just to hold. It's for the content. It's for the photos. Like, it's really made no difference in that sense when I have the same thing, just without the headache and all the other things that come with it. So anyway, that might be an interesting kind of thing that we can dive into, but that will be a part of my wedding. And oh my gosh, there's probably so much more, but I feel like this was a good start. Like, I want to share lots, but it's also still a month away, so things are going to be happening probably starting now, and I just can't wait to take you guys along the journey on my Instagram and to debrief it afterwards. And I'm just so excited and really acknowledging my own personal journey in this aspect of relationships and love and marriage, and for Alex and I, and just how we have progressed in our relationship. And I'm just grateful that we're making the decision to actually take the time and celebrate it and do that, and we deserve it. Like, as I'm talking right now, he is away in Montreal on his bachelor party, and so you know, he doesn't do social media ever. None of his friends do. So I'm kind of, in times like this, normally I love it. I love that none of them use social media at all. Love it. But now I'm like, I wish they did. I want to see everything, but I just know they're having like the best time, and I'm just pumped for him. And then I'm going on my bachelorette next weekend. So it's a surprise. So I don't actually know what we're doing or where we're going, but the girls have planned something or other, and I know it's going to be amazing. So you guys will see that too. And yeah, I'm just glad that I'm leaning into it. I feel very loved. I feel very special. I feel like it's just such a beautiful time to spend so much quality time with your people. It's an excuse to come together. Other people are so excited. It's just really fun to see everyone else, you know, my parents get so excited for it, and I love that. I love to see the joy that they have around it too, and seeing me excited about it. It's just full circle. We all just want to see each other happy and celebrate love, and at the end of the day, just come together and have a great time. So that's what we're doing. Thank you guys for sitting down with me today and tuning in. And I don't know if you've learned anything on this episode today, but maybe you did. And if you did, I love that. And make sure you follow me if you don't already at It's Amy Griffith. That's my personal and business page. You guys will see all of the wedding content and updates there. If you're also a fellow bride-to-be, shoot me a message. I love to connect and kind of see what everyone's up to. I'm really consuming the bridal content. I don't consume content very often, but right now, currently with all the bridal stuff, I am, because it's just fun, and I need to see what kinds of content I'm going to be creating for that week. And there's just so many fun things, the transitions, the like friend groups together, just doing all the fun things. I'm just like, okay, I can really lean into this. It's just so fun. How many times can you say fun in a sentence? Okay, I'm gonna go because now we're just rambling, but love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.